Victoria Robinson coming to you from the Pop Spot here at BookCon, and I'm here with the beautiful, the talented, the prompt, Jordan Ifueko! That's a joke just for us. Hi, Jordan. How's your BookCon been so far?
It's been very fun. I love the false expectations you're setting up for me being prompt to anything. But it's been really lovely.
Amazing. I see that you have these cute little clips, and I'm going to ask you now, are they bees?
They are bees. So these are my Raybearer books, but I'm actually mostly here promoting a new book called The Genie Game.
Yes.
And she wears a purple beret, and there are bees involved.
I like that you're in casual cosplay.
Always, yes.
What can you tell us about the new books? We will return to Raybearer.
Oh, well, The Genie Game is a capitalist dystopia comedy for children. It is set in a near future version of the US that's owned by magical Eva megacorporations who trap people in evil sentient retail buildings called bottles. And when you're trapped, you become a genie. And you have to grant wishes of the populace to generate wish energy for your megacorporation. So it's for children. That's the Genie Game. Yes.
If you were a genie, would you be a benevolent genie or an evil genie?
I would be benevolent, but I would be tempted by the promises of the evil megacorporation. They're like, the more wishes you grant, you can deck out your bottle with all of these luxury items.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I could save up to buy my freedom, or I could get like a ball pit and like a jacuzzi for my bottle and have genie parties.
I have to say,
I can be bought.
I know a little bit about your Neopets origin, and that's
Yes.
not Neopets coded.
It is extremely expired. Neopets, The Sims,
Yes.
any like just make lots of money and buy lots of goodies, very much so.
May I ask you about your serialized Neopets Jane Austen fanfiction?
Always.
Please tell me everything.
So I've been dry begging Neopets for a while to let me like write a Neopets plotline. No one's on Neopets anymore except millennials my age who are obsessed.
Yes.
And no, my first...
And they are not jumping at the opportunity?
I haven't been very direct. I've been coy, but I should be direct. Neopets hire me to write a Neopets plotline.
Everyone watching this at Neopets. We want Jordan's Neopets plotline.
You were my first publisher. I was 14 years old. I wrote a 60,000 word retelling of Pride and Prejudice using Neopets, and it was published in 8 parts at the Neopian Times. And thank you for giving me a chance. Yes.
Do you still have access to this story?
It's still online.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it's called Pride, Prose, and Princes. It's published by Dancing Petal, which was my internet username. And it's still there. Darcy is a pet known as a loop, who's a wolf.
We're familiar.
He's the Prince of Brightvale. And the character who's Elizabeth was one of my Neopets. Her name was Lindsay. And she was a direct self-insert for me, but also I was in the story as Lindsay's owner. Like
as Lindsay's owner named Jordan, or
yes,
just Lindsay?
Named Jordy. I was in it twice. It was great. So yeah.
This is the greatest thing I've ever heard, and I know what I will be reading on the plane ride home.
Yes.
Follow-up, did writing fan fiction, particularly based in classics, teach you anything about world building today?
It did. I loved having all of that established world there for me because it taught me like what I actually liked about a story. I think a lot of people consume stories and don't know why they love something, but fan fiction writers get straight to the heart of why they love it. It's like less of that, more of this times 100.
Which is why so much of it is spicy.
Exactly. Well, a lot of it is spicy. I was explaining this to my husband, who thinks like, oh yeah, fan fiction, that's the spicy version. I was like, you'd think. Most fan fiction, I think, is just like hurt comfort, like high stakes.
Very true, yes.
Everyone just wants to experience these like extremely emotional moments a lot. And I think it's fabulous.
I have one more question for your fan brain, because you're clearly an Austen girly. What is your favorite Jane Austen? Is it Pride and Prejudice?
Well, it would have been, and Pride and Prejudice is like brilliant, but like I think I matured with Jane Austen, and so now Persuasion is actually like my favorite. The one where it's like,
what a good take.
Late in life, even though it's not. She's 26.
She's ancient and practically dead.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, but I like the maturity of those two main characters. They know who they are, and they have a grudge against each other as adults, which is more interesting than just being like young and impetuous and making like sweeping assumptions. Because Pride and Prejudice is about wrong first assumptions. Persuasion is about accurate first assumptions. And have you grown since then? Which I think is it's a situation we're encountering more as older people. Yeah, older what?
At a
30s.
crisp 21 years old.
Yes, yes.
I know you started working on developing the world of Raybearer when you were 12 or 13.
13.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What a magical number. Was your interest in genies developed alongside this?
Well,
or is this a completely new, it's come to be as an adult storyline?
Well, I mean, there is kind of a genie element of the Raybearer books, right? The premise is that a young girl is the daughter of a genie and her mother, and she was actually her mother's second wish, basically, which means the third wish that her mother has is in the main character's blood, so her mother can ask her to do something at any moment, and she has to do it. Only one thing, because it's one last wish. And I don't know why that concept fascinates me so much. I think as a kid who grew up without a ton of agency, I could relate to beings that felt like they were full of potential, but were like limited to whatever the authorities wanted them to do. So that fascinates me. And I don't think I'm done with genies, honestly.
Just yet?
Yeah, I've done it in YA. I'm doing it in middle grade. And I think I'll do an adult thing maybe.
Ooh.
But take a little break from genies.
Yeah. Different types of magic systems. Are you an eldest daughter?
I am.
Yeah, because as another eldest daughter, I was like that. When I read Raybearer for the first time, I was like, "Oh, yes, I know what this feeling is like."
No, the high responsibilities, the emotional neglect, the parentification. You're parenting your parents and your siblings. Yeah.
Something that I think you do so well in your writing is this amazing Venn diagram of like, here are all these European concepts of magic and myth and storytelling, and here are all these African and indigenous ideas. So when you're sitting down to cross-populate these things, is it a murder board? Is it a Google Doc? Do you have all your material out around you?
Well, honestly, it is one of the most organic processes. Like a lot of stuff I really do have to plan. That merging is so me, and it's always been me because of how I grew up. So my parents are Nigerian immigrants, but I grew up in California and was born there. And also, Nigeria is or used to be a British colony.
Yes.
So here I am in this, district in Southern California, lots of Latinos, lots of Asian immigrants. My parents are Nigerian immigrants. Our house is full of British books. And this is the beginning of the globalization. Like, we didn't quite get to streaming yet when I was little, but you still had all of these, like, you had Studio Ghibli, you had all of this stuff. So my brain has always been this insane modge podge of fantasy from different cultures. And that's why I started writing, I think, is because it was one of the only places I could have all of those things in one place.
I really like the way that you do fairies.
Oh,
so
thank you.
It's like my favorite sort of modern evolution of like what a fairy myth is.
Yeah. Well, they're very strange in Raybearer because they're basically they're pretty much like land spirits, like gods a little bit.
And they have that like kind of fun but kind of mean quality that you think of even when you're thinking of like a Tinkerbell type fairy.
Yeah, they're very amoral.
Yes.
They're not bad, they're not good, they just want what they want, and they're very, very old.
And they're gonna get it right now.
Exactly.
Before I let you go, here in the Popverse, we celebrate the best in TV, movies, comics, and books. What are you geeking out about that you're not working on? So I guess no genies right now.
Oh goodness. Okay, so the last thing that I read that was absolutely fabulous and can't stop talking about, the Immortal Dark series by Teges Gurma.
Yes.
Fabulous. Ethiopian dark academia. And I was a little like burnt out on like dark romance and vampires and stuff like that. The way she approaches this brings you right back. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like closing the book to like info dump at my husband. It's like she just like manipulated him and it's very good.
Thank you so much for joining us in the Pop Spot today.
Thank you. This was really fun.